What I think about the food and beverage industry in Uganda is that as much as we've come a long way, there are a few things we can still work on, because I feel like at the moment most people are still using rudimentary means, which in turn decreases the quality of production. And then the other thing that would also be affected with the current means that we're using in our country, Uganda, is the cost of production. I would urge our fellow Ugandans in the food and beverage industry to embrace the new technology, which will in turn increase value addition to their products, increase output, and which will also give them a vision of probably even exporting outside Uganda. So this is the oven where the production starts. These are called preforms. This is where they are heated from, and then this next part is where the bottles are actually blown from. And from this, you get to choose the mold, which decides the shape and size of the bottle that you would like to produce. So after you are done with producing your bottles or manufacturing the bottles, we come to the filling line. We start from a very small size, and this is a 3-in-1, which includes the rinsing of the bottles. It fills the bottle with whatever beverage you're trying to make. And then lastly, it also caps the bottles. And the same would also apply to this other size of machinery, which is also a filling machine, except it's more advanced with technology, and it also has a higher rate of production. It is also a 3-in-1. With the rinsing over here, the filling over here, and then lastly the capping of the bottles. Next in our production line, we have the labeling machine, because as we know, the label actually sells your product. So with this machine, you get to label bottles as they come through the filling machine. This is the next step after filling your beverages into the bottle. So we have one that actually does a round bottle shape, and then this one that does a half bottle shape. So when it comes to this machinery, this is actually also a filling line, but it's way, way big. And this machine actually produces up to 10,000 bottles an hour. This is for people that are interested in expansion and increasing output in their productivity. So taking you back to the first step, which was the bottle production, this is also a blowing machine, and this one is actually fully automated. With this machine, this is the smallest size, but it produces up to 2,000 bottles an hour. Not forgetting, my people that are also in the water production industry, if you are thinking of starting water purification process or a process of making clean, pure water for sale, this is a water treatment plant. And with this water treatment plant, it treats up to 500 mils an hour. So for the very last part of production, we have the cartoning machine. And for anyone that is already in the food and beverage industry, you already know what this is. So this is a shrink wrapping machine. With this machine, you get to package over 200 bags an hour, which actually increases your production rate compared to when you actually do it by hand. So this in the future actually helps you save more money on labor and also time, because it's time efficient. When it comes to the question of mobilizing resources to get funds to purchase some of these modern machineries, I would encourage the government to support the people who are also currently in the business in any way that they can. Because if they do support them and these industries are actually prospering, in turn, the government actually gets revenue from most of these productions from the taxes.